Tubes. Hi, how are you? Very good day. Because any day that we can get out early in the morning and go for Canyon Mountain Road Drive with the S2K is a very good day. So it's 7:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, top down, weather's great, everything's nice, cars perfect, and we're going out for some mountain road drives and enjoy this morning without the kids. So I'm gonna take my wife out for some early breakfast, very rare occasion, and we'll give you some driving updates. Oh, look at that! Woo! DC2 Integra Type R, beautiful. Right, so we're starting the drive. We've got 3 other drivers today, small group, followed by GTR 32 if you look behind, and then I'm trailing a 996 Turbo and a KPC G10. Well, not exactly a KPC G10, but a Hakoska. And we'll not wait for the group. We'll drive at our own pace, and then we'll meet at our usual meeting spot. The Hakoska is very well built, but doesn't go through its paces as it should. We'll just take our own time, drive at our own pace, and make it up to Gotong Jaya. We're taking the expressway today, unfortunately, and not the back roads of Uluyam. So nice move and a little bit on a higher speed drive. Not what this car is built for, but still comfortable and capable nevertheless. Different type of driving, still enjoyable. As long as we're out here driving, we're happy. Enjoy. So far, since after the rebuild of this car, there has been nothing that we needed to fix or repair or to focus on, and everything has been rock solid, standard Honda engineering. Everything has been on spot. Car stock standard, aside from having a few things done to it, which are Pliable Suspension, Ogura carbon clutch, 1.5 way LSD, ATS 1.5 way rear LSD, and aftermarket rims. Aside from that, the car is totally stock. Engine works like a sewing machine, no issues whatsoever. Always starts and runs like a song. Very smooth, very quiet. Never had a single issue with it. Only one thing that frustrates me a little bit is that the S2000 is built very low. After corner balancing the car, well, of course we have to corner balance the car since we've got aftermarket suspension. After corner balancing the car, I lost some ride height, and the chassis frame rails constantly hits the bumps on the road bumps. Being Malaysia, plenty of road bumps slow us down, and that's one of the things that I can't, that really frustrates me, because I try my best not to hit the frame, but it does. So car is actually very low. Aside from that, very practical, good daily, comfortable standard seats. The car came with aftermarket bright Lomax, which didn't suit my body. I was very uncomfortable using it, and it came with standard steering wheel. I have fitted this Momo Race steering wheel, just for the smaller diameter wheel feel, and everything else is as is from factory. Very nice. Enjoy. Breakfast, it's always good to go for a cup of coffee in Starbucks, and that's what we're gonna do now. Starbucks time. It's Starbucks o'clock. Starbucks o'clock. Yeah. Miss Chong is behind us. Life doesn't get better than this. And then afternoon, for lunch, we go in the 20ZX because it's a 4-seater. It's just a day where you warm up all the cars and get a little whiff of a little bit of everything. Open top driving in the mountain roads, as well as some 4-seater action. Both cars recently reworked. Both had a lot of money spent on it, but both are now running properly, like a dream. Nothing else needs to be repaired, everything's working. And that's something that very rare, very hard to say. Just installed this Indy car style, rally car style rear view mirror, because if you see, look in front, you'll notice I have the traditional front fender wing mirrors, which are not very effective. Well, they are. You just have got to look and peer over your windscreen and over your wipers, just to make sure that you get the right angle of
in 1.5 kilometers, keep right to 1 Jalan Kuala Lumpur, Tanjung Malam.
Both left and right rear windows. Just looking at one mirror. So it really helps. Very good and effective. So this is like maybe the second or third drive since installing the Elixir fuel surge tank. Very happy with it. No buzzing noise. There's no fuel smell from the fuel tank. And the new turbo that has been installed from Tong Turbo, GTW 6566, is really more responsive. The car feels a little bit lighter, engine feels a little bit lighter, and it comes on boost sooner at about 3,100 RPM. I'm at positive boost, zero bar. Oh, even sooner actually. It's like 2,700 RPM. So the turbo is definitely faster, spools faster than my previous Precision Turbo 6266. And I have yet to fully utilize it because I need a tune before we can really realize its full potential. But at the moment, I'm happy with it. It's good enough for me to just putt around. I usually putt around at 0.8, 0.9 bar boost That's what my low boost setting is. And my middle boost is 1.2 bar.
In 600 meters, make a U-turn on 1 Jalan Kuala Lumpur, Tanjung Malam.
1.4. Road manners on this car is actually very good. Although it's set up for track, suspension is very compliant at the moment. I've softened it a little bit. This is obviously not my track setup. It's on my road toge setup. A few clicks softer front and rear, so that it's compliant with all the road undulations and holes and bumps that we go through. It's set up for daily driving at the moment. Water and oil temps are perfect, super duper cool. If you look here, that's my oil temp. We're only at about 72 or 74 degrees. Similarly, my water temp is about 76 degrees. Oil press, slightly under 4 bar. Exhaust temp, 400 plus degrees Celsius. And my fuel press, 2.9 bar. FU ratio, 15, 16. At the moment, I'm very, very, very light throttle, 2 to 3%. Very comfortable drive. Just finished lunch and we came out of, look, that's a Garfield. I used to have that soft toy Garfield in the garbage truck. But anyway, we had lunch at a very small village area where we had to go on gravel off-road. And who says a track-tuned car is not suitable to be driven on and off-road? Amazing. This car really is very versatile. And Z-Monster is what I call it. This Z-Monster is my RB30 26 head monster hybrid car with a big turbo, and it used to make 760 wheel horse at almost 2 bar of boost, but I detuned it to about 580 wheel horse at 1.4 bar boost, and all this is done on RON 95 fuel, and it's a fully built motor. Forged internals, RB30, oversized pistons, and it's very hardcore. Full chassis stiffening with custom-made chassis bars. You all saw the videos. If not, then just refer to some of my videos in the past with videos of it. Me videoing underneath the car. Anyway, this versus the S2000, having driven them back to back, the same two cars in the same day, the S2000 is definitely more raw. You get a lot more driver feedback. You get a lot more road feedback, and you'll have to really pay attention to driving it on the edge. But of course, when you're not driving 1010s, it is very forgiving. When you're driving it 1010s, then you'll have to really focus and pay attention, just like anything else. But Z-Monster is more forgiving. It also has a more pliable in both the 280ZX and the S2K. I'm so sorry that I didn't have any strong pulls in the 280ZX. Reviewing the video, I didn't really have an opportunity to let it rip, or go even up to 0.9 bar boost. And yeah, I didn't even hear any point of the drive where I opened the wastegate. So it's a little bit of disappointing, I know, but I was just trying to drive responsibly. I can't talk. But anyways, and yeah, and just to wrap everything up, conclude it, two very different cars, but they deliver equally amount of fun at the same time. And one being open top driving, which is a whole experience on its own, and the other being a more of a grand touring coupe, which is highly modified. Both handle just as well, but the 280ZX being a bigger car and having bigger tires obviously has more mechanical grip. It has very specifically tuned suspension, so I have a feeling that the 280ZX has I would say quite a bit more mechanical grip versus the S2K. S2K, little bit less predictable. It will tail out, and you will have to be very fast in catching the power slide, and it can turn you around very quickly. You can spin the car out mid corners if you do not apply enough power and steering angle. It has happened to me before. Unfortunately, I didn't get it in video, but it was also going up Genting and at much higher speeds, and I was driving alone. But anyways, the 280ZX, when it does let its rear out, it is very, very controllable and much more predictable. You can actually feel the grip slowly and very linear slip. The S2K, the slip is not so linear. It's a very sudden snap. So that's the two difference. Steering feedback from the road, both equally raw. Engine vibration is very pronounced in the S2K, and not so much in the 280ZX. 280ZX being generally more comfortable in the overall scheme of things. Obviously, it's also due to its long wheelbase and bigger and heavier car in general. So maybe next time, if you like to see more of these videos, and if you want to know more detail on a specific car, leave a comment, let me know, ask questions, and I will definitely do my best to revert and provide video replies, or I'll definitely reply a comment. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.